All right. What is up, guys? What day is it? It is Sunday, November 19th. Currently, what? It's 11:25. I haven't made one of these in a while. All right, we are recording in 1080p because I'm tired of getting 4K and this thing getting shut off. Hopefully, this records. We're about to find out if it does or not. But point being, we're back from church, ready to do this weekly update. Let's get right into it. Okay, so what's going on is today's Sunday, and I feel amazing. I feel rested. Yesterday, I went to sleep at like 10:30 while reading the Bible. The lights were still on, so it was weird. I woke up a couple times. It's weird because I usually don't. But I was passed out. I was pretty tired. And I noticed that I'm just not listening to my body. Like, I need a lot more sleep, and I don't get it because I just don't listen. I'm trying to get better at, like, just listening in general to myself, to God, to other people. Man, it's a good skill to have, to actually listen. And yeah, I got some motivation. Trying to do everything for God. And then an extension of that is like, what is my mission? What is my purpose? What is my journey? We're starting this podcast up. This video, by the way, is the first video on the ARO Adventures channel. If you want to see my other videos from this series, I think this is week 18, so I have 17 other videos on my I Am ARO channel, which we could be changing the name soon. Still not sure yet. But check those out. I'll link that in the description. And yeah, overall, I'm doing really good. I'm going to be filming a podcast here in like less than an hour, actually. Still need to script that out, but after this video, we'll get to that. But one thing I realized is that I want to go to sleep earlier now. Like, I want to feel rested. I want to feel good. I want to feel energized. It's like, why have I been depriving myself of that? And it's literally been for no reason. It's been just because I've been not doing what I know I should be doing. Yesterday, we had a Thanksgiving bash thing at church where everyone brought food. It was really good. A lot of good food, a lot of good eats. This thing called monkey bread is so good. For real. We got kind of like a little nice like fit on. Like, this is so comfortable, by the way, too. Got this while thrifting. This is really cool. So yeah, like, hold on, I'm about to sneeze. Okay. But yeah, let's get into the week. And I can't really remember the week that well, to be honest with you, but from what I like have realized is that sometimes all it takes is just consistency. Even if you're not making like a ton of progress all at once. And the reason I say that is because with this whole podcast thing, it's been brewing in my brain. This is actually something that's gone over the week. It's been brewing in my brain. I've been making like small steps. I got some lights over here. About to buy an SD card actually, and just like some other stuff. But making small steps is so important because those small steps create big steps. You just gotta make sure that they're aligned. My mentality's been switching. It's been easier to put other things over school, especially because school's starting to wrap up this semester. I'm really looking forward to the break. I'm gonna need a well-needed break, and then also hitting it hard when things come back, and then also doing some work like over break. I really like to spend my breaks just doing stuff that I normally can't during the school week or school year. So that's things like spending time with families, going out somewhere, but also just like really hammering something home. Deep work is really important, just to be able to sit down and like at least for me, I like to think about what am I doing right now. It's like sometimes I need like deep work sessions to really reorganize my thoughts. I've also been getting better though at like not needing all that buildup just to like get something done. I can kind of just, I don't know, just like sit down and like really just hammer it out. Cause I have a little bit more clear vision of what I want to do right now. And that came after so much thought and deliberation. Things are even changing. Even with this fitness business, as you guys will see. Starting this podcast called Lifestyle Diaries, where we're going to be interviewing people on like how they live their lives. Like, what do they do? How is health and fitness incorporated in that? And like, yeah, I'm still mapping that out and fleshing that out. But another thought I had the other day while designing this website is that I want to teach people how to work out and how to create a workout plan for themselves, not just give them the workout plan. Yeah, they want the convenience of that, but it's like, there's a Chinese proverb saying like, give a man a fish, you feed him for a day, but teach a man to fish and you feed him for a lifetime. I really want to help people with that. I also think that's more important too, because like I don't want people to be relying on me. So yeah, that's another thing. Trying to follow what God wants me to do. I'm trying to get better at listening. Reading the Bible is really important, I noticed, because then you just like, you deepen your understanding of God, who God is, and how you can apply that to your life. It's like a manual. And I'm really bad at reading instructions. At least I have been. I'm trying to get better. I'm trying to grow out this beard, by the way. Like one of the first times actually trying to grow it out. It's not really my favorite look in the world, but we'll see how it goes. I need to get better at like actually maintaining it. I never comb it out or anything. I have so much hair on my head too, guys. Like, what's going on? So yeah. This week though, I feel like I'm being called to make this podcast because it's still a little bit hard to, I guess, figure out exactly what I'm supposed to do with it. But one of the days I was thinking about the podcast, I saw 4 different instances of podcasts of other people about me in my life and TV shows, talking with people that I know about a podcast. How do I start one? What do I do? And I keep seeing like a podcast, man. Like that's all I keep seeing is podcast. And so it's like, what do you do with that? You just do stuff. Like you take some action. I figured out, so I'm part of the Entrepreneurship Center here in Michigan State, and like it's great, but at the end of the day, everything's still on you. I think, at least for me, it can provide a false sense of doing this. And like, I feel like you have to do 99% of the work and that'll help you with that 1%. You can't do 50% and then expect a 50-50 return, anything crazy like that. So it's like, it's all on you in that sense. Yes, God is there. But when we're talking about this specific project, like in relation to entrepreneurship center and their resources and that work, like you have to be doing most things. But that's cool because at the end of the day, like you do want to, and ideally you are. But yeah, I figured out that I'm trying to like I have my 3 core things right now, which is school, this podcast, and then my entrepreneurship club, which I spend a lot of time doing too. I'm trying to I'm literally moving up into the way of like outsourcing / like we're hiring, bringing 2 more people onto the team next week, which is so insane to think about. And it was like in roles that like we ideally will like bring less stress to everyone, allow us to do more. And it's really cool. Like why can't you can always add more people to stuff as long as it doesn't become more work. And like ideally by adding these people, it's actually less work. Like yeah, it's more work. I guess I still don't know what I'm talking about because they're not on the team yet. It's more work like managerially, less work in the in the depths of it, which ideally is less work overall, but you still get more out of it. I don't know. It's pretty much spreading the work, which I think is really cool because right now kind of everyone's doing a little too much. We still need everyone to do the same amount that they're doing. Now it's still be more spread out so we can do more and actually focus on what we want. So that's nice. And overall life is going like pretty well. New beginnings as in mostly this podcast, new thoughts. I didn't really think that I'd be doing this year. And most of the things I thought about doing in the future right now are kind of like if that's what God has for me, if God wills it, then sure. If not, then okay. And I keep talking about God, and like that's actually been a really big change this semester, is because I used to think that it was more just like you believe and you're good, but it's actually way more than that. It's like if you actually believe, like you want to be more Christ-like, and I'm trying to do that. And actually understand who God is, not just that God exists. Like there's a whole thing to that. But overall, school's going good. I think like this summer break might be one of the most important, like it's going to be the most important break of my life because it kind of helps decide what I do after college, like internship wise or like my own business wise, like how much I can get done with that. Like we're really going to see and find out, see what we can do. I have something planned in New York for right now, but I don't know if that's gonna work, because I don't know how I'm gonna live there. We'll see. A lot's going on. This hair, man, I might need to put it up. But yeah, honestly, this week has just been good. This is so like we're gonna be putting this audio into Adobe Audio, try to like make it better and more clear, more crisp. We're also recording in 1080p. I realized I can record a podcast on my GoPro as well. We're actually gonna do that earlier too, just to like have more stuff going. So that's nice. But yeah, I really don't have too much more to say, honestly. I just want to get right to this podcast. So without further ado, week 18. Hope you guys have a blessed and beautiful rest of your day or night, whenever you're watching this. I hope I can look back on this and be like, yeah, this is cool. This is cool. Appreciate you guys for watching. Check out all my other videos, because why not? And let's see where this journey takes us. I didn't know I'd be posting back to this account, but here we are. We're here, and let's go.